I'm going to make some jalapeno jelly today. I'm actually going to use all these jalapenos. These are the ones I picked this morning, and I don't have enough just plain green or just plain red, so I'm not going to use any food coloring, so this may not be the prettiest in color, but I needed to use all of them to have enough. I have 4 small plants. I have one plant that produces these big jalapenos, and the rest of them are producing these thin ones. They're very thin, slender. But this is what I'm going to do today. I'm using the recipe out of the Blue Book Guide to Preserving, and I will tell you what the recipe is. It calls for 6 cups of sugar, 2 cups of cider vinegar, 2 pouches of the ball liquid pectin, and food coloring if you'd like. The jalapenos is 12 ounces of jalapenos, but they need to be de-seeded and cut the stems off and the veins. So I'm going to start doing that, cutting these up. You always want to use gloves when you're working with jalapenos, so later on you don't have jalapeno peppers on your fingers and scratch your eyes or something. So I'm going to start cutting these up, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've got all the jalapenos cut, and I'm going to disregard this. I did not actually have enough of the red and the green, so I actually had to purchase some jalapenos. So here's all the jalapenos cut up, and I went ahead and measured them. I'll just show you here. On a scale, it's 12 ounces of jalapeno. So that's 12 ounces. So probably can't see the weight, but that's 12 ounces. So now I'm going to put them in the blender with some cider vinegar and blend that up, and then we'll start cooking it. Okay, I've added a cup of vinegar to the blender and all the jalapenos. So at this point I'm going to blend this up to a puree, and then I will add it to a pot and start cooking it with the rest of the vinegar and the sugar. Okay, that's blended up. I'll add it to the pot. Okay, I'm going to add this to the pot. Okay, and I'm going to add the rest of the vinegar. I've already turned the stove on, so we'll get it cooking. And add 6 cups of sugar. That is a lot of sugar. I've added the 6 cups of sugar and the other cup of the vinegar, and I have the heat on, so once it starts to boil, it'll boil for 10 minutes, stirring constantly. You don't want it to stick or okay, it just now started coming to a boil, so I've started my timer. Ooh, it's gonna boil too much. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, and so now I am to put in 2 pouches of the liquid pectin, and then bring it to a hard boil for 1 minute, and then we can put it into the jars. So are ready to put the jelly into the jars. And you want a 1/4 inch headspace, so it's a 1/4 inch headspace. Okay, I have all of the jelly in the jar, and now we just need to wipe off the rims. And this is hot, so I'll make sure we wipe these off really good. Then we can put on a lid. Tighten it down and put it in the canner. Okay, all my jars are in the canner, so I'm gonna put this down. And once this starts boiling, then I will process it for 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, processing 15 minutes, so I'm gonna turn it off and let it sit for about 5 minutes. I'll take the lid off. Okay, I have let the jars cool down in the water for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to take them out. I had some left over, so I just put it in a jar, and I'll just put it in the refrigerator, and we'll eat some of that today or in the next few days. Oh, already sealed. One already sealed. So I got 6 jars. The recipe said I'd only get 5, but I got 6 jars. I don't know why that is. And then I had some left over, so really I got almost 7 jars. But there it is. Thanks for watching.